Why do ecologists debate the climax community concept? Imagine walking through a forest and wondering if someday it will stay the same forever. That idea is at the heart of why ecologists talk so much about the climax community. Some believe ecosystems reach a final, stable stage where nothing much changes. Others think nature is always in flux, never settling into one final state. This disagreement sparks a lively debate among scientists trying to understand how ecosystems grow and change over time. A climax community is described as the last stop in ecological succession. It is where plants, animals, and other organisms form a stable group that stays pretty much the same for a long time. This stage is thought to reflect the balance between species and their environment, mainly shaped by the climate of the region. In this stage, species diversity is high, energy moves through complex food webs, and the community resists change unless something major happens. But many ecologists question if such a stable and changing community really exists in nature. One big reason is that ecosystems are constantly changing. Fires, storms, human activities, and species invasions keep ecosystems in a state of ongoing change. Because of these disturbances, ecosystems rarely stay in one place for long. Instead, they are always shifting and adapting. Another reason is that ecosystems can have more than one stable state. For example, a grassland might turn into a shrubland after a fire, and both could be stable in their own way. This challenges the idea that there is only one final community for a given climate. Different factors like soil type, history of disturbances, and species interactions can lead to different stable communities. Time also plays a role. The concept assumes that ecosystems have enough time to reach a final stage without disturbance. But in reality, climate changes over long periods, which can shift which species are best suited to survive. This means the community can keep changing as conditions evolve. Species are not fixed in their roles either. They can adapt, migrate, or be replaced by other species with similar functions. This fluidity makes it hard to say that a community is ever truly stable or final. Human activities add to this complexity by altering ecosystems in ways that prevent natural climax communities from forming. Even though ecologists debate the idea of a climax community, understanding succession stages remains useful. It helps explain how ecosystems develop from simple pioneer species to more complex communities. It also shows how energy flows and biodiversity change over time. But this debate encourages scientists to focus more on how ecosystems recover from disturbances and how resilient they are, rather than expecting one perfect and changing community to form. In practical terms, this means conservation efforts now aim to support ecosystem functions and biodiversity, knowing that ecosystems are always changing. Instead of trying to recreate a fixed climax community, the goal is to help ecosystems stay healthy, adaptable, and able to bounce back from disruptions.